The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set. Watch out now, 50 Fury. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Looking to throw on second down. Hyde. His throw incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw on third down. Hyde. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Sherman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, his first touchdown of the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Yellow. Black.
To throw on 2nd down. Hyde. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hyde. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. 52 Blackford. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Hyde got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain
of 5 brings up second.
On second down, a run with Gibson. Finding space at the 40. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hyde. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Let's go. Go set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hyde. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Let's go. 560.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Watch it, six. Smash, red, red, cycle. Blue, black. Ready.
To throw on second down. Hyde. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on,
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
striker, 3-3.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. In motion left goes a tight end.
White, white. Grill green. Light blue. Eagle blue. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Hyde. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. And as you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Forward. Go.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Nice shot. 180. Nice shot. 180. Nice shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Six, mega. Dog red.
Looking to throw on second down. Hyde. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Trouble, 38. Strike, huge, yellow. Steel, black. Set.
Off play action. Hyde. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Black shot. Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on second down. Hyde. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check right.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, Hyde. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this... And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And here's a give to Gibson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hyde. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Watch out now. 50 series.
On 1st and 10. Hyde. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Off the play fake. Hyde. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibson. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
38. Quick, yellow.
Gibson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Hyde. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. On first and 10, it's Gibson. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Hyde. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Red, yellow. Smith, red.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 30 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Jackson. That caught by Trimble.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Jackson.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. The man in motion is right. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Throwing. Jackson.
Looking for right, and he finds him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now Jackson.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Jackson to throw.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Throwing now is Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.